Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Rasen Bran FighterZ. I am back at it with the Bardock, Goku, and Android 16 team. Think I'm going to be sticking with this one. But I have to admit, I took a little bit of a break from this game after I kind of experimented, tried to figure out what I was most comfortable with in a team. I kind of just stopped playing for like a week and a half there, so getting back into the saddle a little bit. I know I should probably be playing this a little bit more consistently if I actually do want to get better at it. But hey, sometimes life happens or you just want to do something else with your time or whatever, right? So, but yeah, I wanted to have a video here just showing me getting my ass kicked by a player who was obviously far better than me. And I fought a really good set against this Asagi person, and I figured, hey, this would be a good one to show off, because my other videos had mostly been me winning against people who were worse or just as good as I was, so I wanted to show kind of how I stood against a player that really knew what they were doing. So I learned a new Goku combo, which you can see a little bit of here. Not going to show off the full thing until far later, but it was basically the combo I just pulled off there, and then it would have been a second super you can do with Goku with his other Kamehameha, the warp version. But unfortunately, 21 died before I could do the full thing. But yeah, you could see me here dealing with this person's Broly, struggling with the hyper armor. I did that teleport before and I got my ass handed to me because I wasn't thinking. But yeah, this Broly was really good and hard for me to deal with, and you can see, yeah, that armor is still messing with me. Not entirely sure what I should be doing to deal with that. And also, I'd really need to work on my blocking. I think, honestly, what I'm going to learn a little bit more with, not 21. I always get the Android numbers confused for some reason when I'm talking. I need to learn a little bit more with 16 as well, just because I've kind of been relying on that, like, two versions of the same basic combo I have with them. But I know that there's a lot more you can do with them, so I want to master a combo with him, and then I have some basic understanding of combo potential for each of my characters, and then I really want to work on my neutral game and blocking and stuff like that. You may have noticed, I don't know if I referenced this last video, I kind of stopped playing the ranked mode just because I hit a wall there where I was getting matched with players that were obviously way above my level or just way worse than me. And I figured I reached a peak of my ability there, and I thought, well, shit, maybe I should spend some time in casual and learn a bit there and kind of use this as like a big training boost and then jump back into ranked when I feel comfortable. As a side note, as we transition from round 1 into round 2, I love that win quote, by the way, despite Goku clearly being part of that team, I have to say, I was originally for the series going to have my fighter name change, because I think if you look at episode 1, it starts off as Kid Rasen, and I was going to do like Teen Rasen, Adult Rasen, Super Saiyan 1 Rasen, Super Saiyan 2, but I figured that would be too cheesy, and I wouldn't know where to mark where one form of Rasen began and the other ended, so I kind of just scrapped it and changed my name back to Rasen. But yeah, as you can see here, I think this person was getting really, really keen on the fact that I was instant air dashing a lot. Also, too, I have some really bad super dashes this set of matches here too, where I'm just getting 2H'd really hardcore, and I really need to work on that. Which is weird, because honestly, I used to not super dash enough, and now I'm finding, or at least I found the last time I jumped on, I was doing it a little bit too much, so I think I may have turned the wheel the other way a little bit too hard, so I need to work on that, find a sweet balance, of course. Also, too, like, with these matches in particular, I've been finding it pretty interesting how this game can slow down and get really meticulous and deliberate, because it's kind of not what people think of when they talk about, or like that's not what people think of when they see this game or talk about this game, I guess. But there's moments of trying to poke and prod at the other player to get to an opening that I don't really know how to deal with, and I know that's part of the whole neutral game, playing footsies thing of fighting games, which I've never been particularly comfortable with, so that's really just a matter, I think, of research and actually playing enough so that you understand enough situations and what's going on so that you can react and get in or block appropriately. One thing I also really need to work on is I need to learn more block strings for my character. Well, actually, I just need to learn block strings in general because I don't know any, which are basically just a sequence of moves you can do so that when the opponent blocks, they can't attack back without being open to attack themselves. I really don't know how to go offensive in a safe way in this game. You can see right there that that Asagi was just there with that 2H, read me like a book, so good job. But I really needed to learn to stop going for that, and I think I'm going to get hit by a lot more really disgusting 2Hs here. Or like even there, like we clashed, and I just did not know what to do after, and like there's just little moments like that where I choke up, and it's like I don't know what to do now, so I just kind of go with the flow, and most of the time the flow ends up, or at least what my opinion of the flow is, ends up being wrong, so I get all caught up. Now this I'm happy with, though. I think it's this moment right... Oh no, okay, maybe not. Maybe, yep. Oh no, never mind. There's a moment, I think, in this round that I was pretty happy with my decision to go in. I don't think it was right there necessarily. I fucked up the combo spacing there a little bit. I could have gone 2 supers off, but she was too high up. I'm not entirely sure how that happens, but I know it does happen sometimes, so you can only get off the 1 super, unfortunately, because you can't aim the super down without missing. It's kind of hard to explain, but you'll see in the last round of this set of footage here where I actually do the full 2-meter combo. Just doing the basic Android 16 stuff. Got down a character. I was really happy with my tag out of Goku too, actually. Just, yep, okay, there. I was really proud of that instant air dash, though. Then again, surprised they didn't call me out and just do a 2H. And once again, 21 was just way too high up in the air there. Got a good happy birthday. I wish I would have supered there and just gotten a bit more damage off, but it's fine. We got the life lead still. I don't know why I did that, honestly. I thought maybe I could just catch him, get a free super off, and play with them or something, but did not work out. They called me on my shit and blocked it. Yeah, like as you can see, when I attack and they start blocking, a lot of the times what I'll just do is go, oh, fuck it, overhead and see if I can catch them, but that's not great. I got really lucky with that Dragon Rush there, by the way. Probably, yeah, I could have, pretty sure I could have done the neutral H in the air there and super dashed in to get some more hits in, but I didn't want to risk it, so just kind of went for the guaranteed level 3, and it worked out in the long run. Honestly, actually, what I should have done, I had the meter for it, I probably should have just done 21, or I keep doing that for some reason. I really should have just done 16's level 1 and then do Goku's Meteor Smash level 3 super, and that might have killed, actually, I'm not sure, but yeah, we got one round. I was really happy with that. You know, I wasn't, after getting my ass kicked, I wasn't planning on necessarily winning, but, you know, it's one of those things where you're playing someone who's clearly got the advantage in terms of skill, and you just go, okay, I want to see how far I can get, you know, so even just taking one round was a real confidence boost for me. You know, I'm used to the fact that, like, fighting games are, oh god, that was a really, really bad tag on my part, too, and they just Dragon Rush me right the fuck back in. Android 21 is a beast. Her normals are ridiculous, and I just don't know how to deal with her. Because I have the season pass now, even though I didn't beat the story mode, I do have her, so I have played around a little bit with her, and she's not really my style of character, but I can tell that in the right hands she is a monster, as Asagi here is proving. There we go again with the 2H, but jeez. No, but what I was saying was, I'm used to the fact that fighting games are a thing that you shouldn't go in and just expect to do well in right away. It's something that takes a lot of time, and honestly, it takes enough time. I also thought I could, I thought I could get 21's teleport if I just tagged in Bardock for the super, but I was wrong. Just wanted to experiment, figure that out. There you go with the 2H. Completely read the fact I was going to instant air dash. I'm relying on that just way too much. And also that was the worst level 3 of all time. Just kind of went for the Hail Mary. Did not pay off. But yeah, I keep interrupting myself. I'm used to the fact that fighting games are a thing that you really have to practice at, and you're gonna lose most of your matches if you don't put the time in, don't put the effort in. I know that there's a lot of professional players that say when they first started, like, they lost like hundreds upon hundreds of games, and it was only after they really stuck with it for like months, if not years, they really started to excel and be happy with their performance. So yeah, just a matter of putting the time in, I guess, which, you know, to be fair, don't really have the time, but, you know, I make time. That's kind of what you gotta do. Rest in peace, Goku. Eaten by Android 21. It's a shame. But yeah, overall I was happy, and I was happy enough with that performance, in the sense that I at least got a round off. But I started choking. If you watch that last round, I started choking particularly bad. And then we have another round. This is only one round. This was a full set that I played against this person called Too Much Goku. I don't know why they don't have the other 0 and 2. Probably because they don't know any better, I'm assuming. But yeah, I just played the all Goku team. Kind of respect that. And I did not start this round off to a good start. Lost Bardock, but it's fine. His son is in to avenge him, as normal. God, I hate Goku Black so much. Just, once again, cannot deal with him. Got the Vanish combo on me. Oh, okay, it didn't actually work. And also, I just noped the fuck out from that assist. But here we go. This is the full combo I was trying to do earlier. Smashes him down to the ground immediately after you recover. You can do the Warp Kamehameha. I could have tagged in 21 for another super. I don't know why I didn't, but oh well, it's fine. See, like, you can do it right there. For whatever reason, when you do like that final aerial part, they can pop out or just be too high up, and I think it's something to do with when you hit your, like, because you do a 2H in the air and then you follow them up with the jump cancel, and then you do light, special, the Tatsu special, and then super. I think it's something after the 2H jump cancel. I think it depends on how quickly you do the light. I think you can do it too early and just mess it up. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, and then I did it here again too. So that's another thing, actually, I think I can attest to, is it's one of those things too where it's like, even if you're losing matches, you can see, like, kind of here, I'm doing it again, and I think I kind of fucked this one up too. Oh, well, yeah, it was a blue combo, so it wasn't legit. But it's one of those things where even though you're losing a bunch of matches like I am here, I did, part of it due to me being rusty, and part of it is just the fact that I was playing against really good players, there's still, like, a sense of appreciation you can have for the fact that you can feel yourself getting better, or, like, you can feel yourself doing stuff that you couldn't have possibly done, like, a week ago or a few play sessions ago. And I think maybe that's part of the whole motivational thing of keeping it going even though you're losing hardcore in these games, is just from my experiences, kind of taking note and staying positive about those successes, and then wanting to do even more, and then eventually turn that tide so you can start winning against players like this that are just, you know, clearly very well trained and quote-unquote above you sort of thing. But, you know, you can always train and get to their level too, is what I'm trying to say here. So I was not sure if I should have gone for that level 3. 16's level 3 is particularly weak, it seems like, compared to the rest of the cast, but I guess that more than makes up for the fact that, you know, 16 is a beast everywhere else. He's kind of, you know, one of the best characters of the game. It seems like people are still saying. Adult Gohan and Cell seem to be favored compared to him, but 16 is still godlike, and a lot of teams still run him. So, but yeah, I lost once again, choked at last minute. Couldn't deal with Goku Blue here. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to come at it a week or two later, going to improve, and it's going to be great. See you next time.